3 out of every 4 Americans can't afford a brand new car anymore. And if that don't tell you
I fucked up big time. Took a loan out of 45 grand to pay.
I wish I knew before I bought my Corvette. I know I'm going to catch flack for it, but the first thing I wish I knew.
This isn't even the car that I really want. I won't say like all, but like some E92 owners.
The US is officially in a new car affordability crisis, and the numbers are brutal.
He's repossessing our vehicle right now. I'm videotaping and put it.
Americans can't afford their cars anymore, and Wall Street is worried.
Walk into a Honda dealer and drive off the lot in a brand new Civic for $2,100. Adjusted for
millions of Americans are giving their cars back, and it's happening right now. I've pulled together the most important clips you need to see. Let's get into it.
The US is officially in a new car affordability crisis, and the numbers are brutal. The average price of a new vehicle is now hovering around $49,500 to $50,000, while the average monthly payment has climbed into the $730 to $750 range. And with interest rates still high, buyers are paying thousands more over the life of their loan than they did just a few years ago. To survive, shoppers are stretching loans longer than ever. 7-year and even 8-year loans are becoming common, not because people want them, but because it's the only way for them to make the payments work. That's also driving a surge in negative equity, where old loan balances get rolled into new deals. Automakers, they do share some blame too. Many have moved away from affordable cars towards more high-margin trucks, SUVs, and premium trims, pushing average prices even higher. The result is that first-time buyers and middle-income families are being pushed out of the new car market altogether. Now, I do think that sooner or later, one of these automakers will go after that market segment because it is just sitting there for the taking. But until then, fewer affordable new cars today means a tighter, more expensive used car market tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think.
Americans cannot afford to make their car payments. And if I see we're not in the recession percentage-wise, one more time, I swear my head is going to explode. When car payment delinquencies keep going up, that is definitely a sign that we are in some trouble because cars are very necessary when you live in an area where there's no public transportation or the public transportation is horrible. Now, sure, one can argue that people are getting into car loans they can't afford. But if the cost of a new vehicle averages over $50,000 and the median annual wage is under $40,000, I'm like, And if you're thinking, okay, well, they can't afford a new car, get a used car. Go look at how much a good used car is on Carvana. Like, I'll give you an example. I have a 2020 Honda Passport, and my car is still over $25,000 to buy, which is crazy. That car is almost 6 years old. Now, that's definitely cheaper than a new car, but that's still unattainable if you go by how much money most Americans are making. Which leads me to the employment piece. We know the job market is tough. We can see that. We also know it's going to be that way for a long time. So if that's what they're paying economists to tell us, they could have just given me a Jet2 holiday and I could have told them back in 2021 this was going to happen when everyone was hiring people and spending money like they were at a bordello. If people have to choose between food and a roof over their head and making that car payment, companies, I'm here to tell you, sorry, not sorry, but that car payment ain't happening.
3 out of every 4 Americans can't afford a brand new car anymore. And if that don't tell you something about the economy, I don't know what else will. Now look, y'all, according to a recent poll from ABC News, The Washington Post, roughly 75% of Americans say that affording a brand new car just isn't affordable anymore. Now, the poll also revealed that Americans view buying a new car as less affordable than groceries, rent, healthcare, utilities, and going out to eat. One reason? The average cost of a brand new vehicle has climbed above $50,000 on average. Now ask yourself this. If the average person can't afford reliable transportation, how are they supposed to keep a job, earn money, and move up in life? This ain't just about cars anymore. It's about the economy, where more and more essentials are starting to feel out of reach every day. What do y'all think is causing this? The price of the vehicles, low wages, high interest rates, or all of the above?
You could walk into a Honda dealer and drive off the lot in a brand new Civic for $2,100. Adjusted for inflation pops, that's about 15 grand today. A basic, reliable, fuel-efficient car that got you to work, got you to school, got you wherever your family needed to go. Now today, Dad, the cheapest Honda Civic you can buy starts at $28,000. The average new car in America now costs $49,275. And the car that used to cost 4 months of median income to purchase, it now takes more than 7 months. The New York Times recently published a piece that's the death of the Econobox. And honestly, they're right, Dad, but they only told half the story. Today, we're going to tell you the rest, including what it means for you and what you can actually do about it.
Oh my God. Imagine that $2,100 Civic should sell for $15,000 today, yet it's $28,000. Why is it almost double?
All right, let's set the table, Dad, with some numbers because, quite frankly, they're staggering. The average transaction price for a new car in March of 2026 is, like I said, almost $50,000. That's up 3.5% from just a year ago, and unfortunately, prices continue to increase. The average sticker price has been above $50,000 for more than a year now, so the price that the manufacturers say their vehicles are worth has been over $50,000 for over a year.
I fucked up. Big time. Took a loan out of 45 grand to pay for this shiny fucking thing right here. Yep, I fell for the trap that so many of you young tradies and FIFO workers fall for. Financing a ute that loses value the second you drive it out of the yard. After a few weeks of payments like this, and this, I was able to pay off the remaining 15 grand in a lump sum. It took me 2 entire years to pay off the first 30k working as a chippy, and only 3 months to pay off the remainder once starting this one thing. Pretty fucking simple. I just middleman the payments for someone else's expensive digital products. Take a commission every time a transaction is made. But here's 2 pieces of advice that I can give. Number 1, don't finance a fucking car because it is a waste of money. Number 2, start digital dropshipping so you can buy the fucking thing outright. I've made it a piece of piss for you by creating a guide, so just comment yes and I'll send it through.
This isn't even the car that I really want. I won't say like all, but like some 392 owners, I wanted a Hellcat. But the position I was in when I bought this car, many different factors went into it, but I needed a car for the time being because you know what happened to my last one. And no matter what anyone says, this thing is still plenty fast, and it's probably the fastest thing on the road 90% of the time. But trust me when I say I am still working towards that Hellcat, and if you want to see the progress, follow for more.
I made a huge mistake on buying this RTR. This is an RTR Spec 3. It's original paint. When I first got this car, I was about to make $15,000 on it. Customer backed out of the deal. I said, no, my wife's gonna kill me. Now I'm losing $2,000.
He's repossessing a vehicle right now. I'm videotaping and put it on TikTok. There it goes. Then he'll pull it out about a block or 2 away, and then he'll hook on properly.
So my thing is this. People out here bragging about getting their cars repossessed. And then they think they can go ahead and buy back from the auction. Not understanding that that thing's going to still be on your record for about 7 years until it's removed. Americans can't afford their cars anymore and Wall Street is worried. Duh. Like, okay, yeah, this totally makes sense. And I want to converse with you all down in the comment section surrounding this topic because, yeah, duh, this totally makes sense to me. And I don't see it getting better. If you purchased a vehicle during COVID, you probably purchased a used vehicle. If you purchased a used vehicle, it was probably gently or very used because there weren't many new vehicles to choose from. The new vehicles that you could choose from were grossly overpriced, and that then made the used vehicles grossly overpriced. So you overpaid for a vehicle. Fast forward to now, 3-4 years later, that vehicle is probably breaking down. That warranty that you paid for is probably lapsed. On top of the fact that inflation is super high, on top of the fact that people are literally losing their jobs right now and having to decide, pay my mortgage, pay my rent, feed my family, feed myself, or pay this car note. The car is going to lose every time. The car is losing every time. On top of the fact that people have been making payments probably on time for 3-4 years, but they've just been making the bare minimum payments, and they're looking at these statements like, why am I still owing so much money on this car? Well, because they've only been paying primarily into interest. People are fed up and they're tired of it. And I completely feel them. I completely get it. I'm not surprised one bit. Not surprised. Again, I want to know from you all if you all are shocked by this. And I want us to really have some good dialogue down in the comment section surrounding this topic. I took a little week off. I needed the week off, but I'm back. So with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
If this hit close to home, drop a comment and tell me, would you ever give your car back? Subscribe for more real stories like this one, and I'll see you in the next video.